In this lesson, you will learn what a subordinating conjunction is, what it does, and how to use it in your writing. This is Joe. As you can see, he's tired. Why is he tired? Well, last night he played video games all night long and didn't sleep. Okay, here we have two ideas. Joe is tired. He played video games all night. One of these ideas is a cause and one is an effect. We can connect these two ideas with a word, a subordinating conjunction. And that word is because. Joe is tired because he played video games all night. Now we have one sentence with two ideas, connected by the subordinating conjunction because. Because is one example of a subordinating conjunction, but there are many other subordinating conjunctions. After, before, while, when, as, since, even though, and although are some very common subordinating conjunctions. We use them to express different relationships related to time, cause, and unexpected result. It's important to remember that these are not all of the subordinating conjunctions that there are, but this is just a good list to get you started. Subordinating conjunctions have a very important job. They connect clauses to make complex sentences. If you don't remember, a clause is a subject and a verb. So when you use these words, you always have two clauses. Let's look more closely at the different relationships that these words can express. Let's start with time. After, while, as, before, when, until, these are all words that show time relationships. Let's look at an example. Here we have two sentences. Mary went to culinary school, and Mary opened her own bakery. Culinary school is cooking school. We can connect these two sentences with a time word. We could use after, or we could use before. So I could say, after Mary went to culinary school, she opened her own bakery. Or, Mary went to culinary school before she opened her own bakery. Let's look at some other examples of relationships that show cause and effect. Because and since are different words, but they mean the same thing when we use them to show a cause. Here our two sentences are, Aziz feels dizzy, and he just got off of a roller coaster. We can use because or since to connect these sentences. I could say Aziz feels dizzy because he just got off of a roller coaster, or Aziz feels dizzy since he just got off of a roller coaster. There's no difference in meaning. They mean the same thing. Or we could put the subordinating conjunction first and say, because he just got off of a roller coaster, Aziz feels dizzy. Subordinating conjunctions can also show an unexpected result. We can use even though and although to do this. For example, if you have the two sentences, Mike is short, he is the best player on his basketball team, the relationship between these two sentences is surprising because if somebody's short, we usually don't expect them to be the best basketball player on the team. So we can use even though or although to connect these two sentences and make them one complex sentence. I could say, although Mike is short, he is the best basketball player on his team. Or even though Mike is short, he is the best basketball player on his team. Now let's talk about punctuation. This is very important. You can put a subordinating conjunction first, or you can put it in the middle of two clauses. But if you put it first, you need a comma after the first clause. Look carefully here. This cute little dog is Reggie. Because Reggie is wearing a costume, he's embarrassed to go outside. Notice we have a comma after the first clause because is first here. However, in this sentence, Reggie is embarrassed to go outside because he is wearing a costume. Because is in the middle. So no comma here. This is important. Do not put a comma before because, okay? This is a mistake I see a lot. I have one final tip for you. Be very careful not to make this mistake when you write. You want to avoid fragment sentences. That means do not write sentences like this. Fragment means a piece of something. So a fragment sentence is an incomplete sentence. For example, this is incorrect. If you write, you should exercise daily because it is good for your body. You notice the first sentence is good. You should exercise daily. But the second sentence is not complete because we have a subordinating conjunction because. So this right here is what we call a fragment sentence, and it is incorrect. When we use because, we need two clauses. That means two sentences. So how can we fix this? You know. You got it. We just need to take away the period and make a small letter for because and make it all one sentence. You should exercise daily because it is good for your body. Now we've got a good complex sentence. All right, now you know what a subordinating conjunction is, what it does, and how to use it. Thank you for listening.